city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I finally go back where I can.
Well, I guess they got some docks back here too. This is the second time I've been here. Now we're getting loaded. Moss City, Wisconsin for Kansas City. Got the old Reefer service and she's humming away for us. Been doing pretty good. And I'm gonna run an experiment on it this week. Kind of gonna pay attention to what it's doing. Because I really don't think I like that Delvac. Pretty sight, huh? Oh, even prettier. So yeah, we're getting loaded here. Gonna boogie on down to Kansas City. And so this is our schedule for the week. This is the week before Thanksgiving. Well, this is Monday the 18th? Yes, the 18th. So tomorrow we unload, tomorrow we reload, we go out west, then we reload on Thursday in Idaho, we bring it back to Kansas City for Sunday, maybe Saturday night, I don't know yet. I'm going to figure that out. I got to make an email about that. That being said, yes, it's the week before Thanksgiving, so we're back. We're going to try to find a load. Maybe there's something on the weekend out of Kansas City to go home with, or we're going to wait till Monday. And ideally, we're going to find a load before we get unloaded, so we know what's going on over the weekend, you know. I guess they got me loaded already. I got to pull out. I'll talk to you guys here in a minute. All right, well, the guys got me loaded here, and I don't even think it was 8 minutes. So we're going to pull around and get our paperwork and boogie on out, which is awesome. I guess we'll do the ELD crawl, so we're not using up our hours. We're just going around the building. So anyway, service the unit. I'm going to bypass that sediment screen. I just got to get some fittings. I didn't want to mess with it since I got it going. I didn't want to mess with it too much. Just because, you know, we had this load scheduled, and in case I couldn't find parts or something like that, I just didn't want to mess with it. So I left it, but ideally it needs bypassed. And I hate the ELD crawl, but there's nobody here and I'm not going very far, so don't judge me. But anyway, I put Delvac in it last time, 15W40. I don't think it liked it. I really don't think it liked it. It kept slobbering the oil. And I remember when I used to run my E-Model Cat. Ooh, that's a nice Mustang over there. That's a really nice Mustang. New Edge. I'll show you guys. Squirrel, right there, that black one. Pretty sweet. Got the balance, black wheels. Awesome. Anyway, back to me. It was slobbering that oil really bad, and I was using a lot of it. Now I don't think the engine's got a problem, other than it running a little cold. I still need to put a thermostat in it. But that being said, I don't think it liked that oil. And when I used to run I had a 3406 E1LW Cat back in the day in a 98 Pete, and I put Delvac in it. I put like 3 gallons of oil in that thing between oil changes, just like 13 or 14,000 miles. So I really don't think it liked it. Now, I don't think this Reefer likes it either. So we put Rotella T6 in it, 5W40, just so it's easier to fort in the wintertime. It's still a 40 weight oil when it's hot, but 5 weight's better for starting. So it'll probably help it, and it seems to run a little bit quieter, and it seems to like it more. But I guess we'll find out. Just find out if it's still smoking. I still need to replace that thermostat. So, all right. So I'm gonna go get my bills, and I'll catch you guys later. We are loaded up. Let's get to doing some trucking. We're gonna go a different route today though. We're gonna cut across to Toma and then hit 90 going up through La Crosse and into Albert Lee and head 35 south that way instead of going down, because much easier. They loaded us the same way they did last time, so I think it'll be about the same, but we'll just check. Oh yeah. And this guy I think we'll put back in the cab somehow. 32 on that guy. Reefer's good. So yeah, let's go. I think it'd be a lot easier if I mount the gauge inside, but it's got to be a different gauge. There's no room in it in this truck because obviously it's got this doohickey here, but I think you can fit a couple gauges here. Pyro, weight, probably work all right. Put some chrome bezels on them. All right, so let's go.
Guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life.
You guys see that again? It's my favorite, the rain. Can't seem to get away from it. It's that time of the year, I guess. We stopped at Quick Trip here in Toma. I think it's Toma. I'm gonna call it Toma. At the 94-21 interchange, and walk around the truck, and we got ourselves a big old nail in a tire. My favorite. Stress trucking today. Well, I was trying to pull out on it, and of course it's leaking. And it was in between the treads, so you know it's going to be leaking. And it was in there pretty deep, so it was a screw. I don't know if I said it was a nail, but it was a screw, like a regular deck screw, which I don't know where that would have come from. Picked it up on the road, I guess, and no, I didn't film it for you guys. I was too busy trying to fuel and try to fix this, and you see what's happening right now. Try to get ahead of this rain before it started to rain on me, because I just literally ran into it. The damn roll plug wouldn't go in it because it was a small hole, so I had to ream it out. Finally got it to go in, and finally got it to take. So yeah, I had to plug the tire. It's close to the shoulder, but I think it's still patchable. But for now, we're just gonna roll with the roll plug in it. I think it'll be fine. We'll stop here in a bit and check on her, and it's holding, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna hold. We'll put air back in it because it was down to about 70 pounds, and we're trucking, man, trucking. So hopefully it holds. I mean, it'll hold. We're just gonna stop and check on it to make sure it doesn't have any leaks. I don't see why the roll plug wouldn't hold it, because like I said, it was a pretty small hole, so a roll plug should hold it. And if it doesn't hold, then I guess we'll be worried about it somewhere tomorrow to put a patch in it. But I think it'll be fine again. Should be able to make it home then. So yeah, we're almost to La Crosse, Wisconsin. Gonna go across 90 to 35 and shoot down south into Des Moines that way. Current mode, FTL, as in for the lose. I had to stick another plug in it. That one wasn't in deep enough, I guess it was leaking. Hopefully this one holds. It looks like it's holding so far, so. Lovely weather though. Great, now it's not doing it. Transmission fault pop-up, seek service. What a day. Have I told you guys how much I love night, wind, and rain? It's like my favorite, man. My favorite. I'm about over this rain. Every dang day since last week, it's just non-stop raining. And I know I am complaining, but I'm the one piloting the ship right now, so I'm allowed to. So the weather is absolutely, I don't know, you guys can hear that. Probably not, because I have my mic on. And I'm making some food. But the weather is just absolutely disgusting out there. And I'm not even exaggerating. It is, I think it's like 45 mile an hour gusts from the east, blowing straight west. So it's hitting us on the side. I'm making some dinner, and I decided just to have some sandwiches. No, that's not me. That's the mayo squeeze bottle. That's right. That's our dinner.
Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind. I'm trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business. Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need. But there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right.
I guess we made it. About 10 minutes before our appointment, so good thing. Let's go check in. Well, I don't know if you guys believe me or not, but the rope plug is actually holding this time. I think it was just all that rain. There was water getting in there and it wasn't sealing right because it was going. I'll do it again for Dave. So I think we're good. I think we're good with the rope plug. It went in there. When I got to Kansas last night, I was messing with it because it was low, and it pushed it out. So I think it was the water. There was water inside there, and it was just pushing it out. I mean, it was too slippery. If you have like too much lube on the rope plug and you try to put it in, the air pressures are going to try to like force it out, and that's what was happening because there's water. So let's go on yard move here, so we're not wasting our drive time at this shipper. We'll pick it up. I want to say this is pizza, frozen pizza, 0 degrees. We're taking this to Tremonton, Utah. They told us to go into door 32, which is right over there. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that the plug's holding. I think we'll be good now. I think I'll still take the tire off and put a patch in it, but I'll just do that at home. I don't want to deal with it on the road. So this is one of those shippers that you leave your doors closed and they open them from the inside, which is nice. I like that. I like that when you do that here, because at these frozen facilities, regardless, it's not that hot. It's only in the 50s here. So that being said, you know, we're not necessarily like cooking the crap out of this reefer, but it's not necessarily the best thing for it either. So when we can open our doors from the inside, it makes that much more sense. Like that. Now we sit and wait, and for how long? I have no freaking clue. I really don't. Some of the reviews are great, some of the reviews say hours. Now for me, in order to leave here and make our appointment on Thursday, I need to be out of here no later than this afternoon. So fingers crossed that happens. But you guys will be the first to know. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I am going to try to take a nap. Maybe make some lunch here in a bit. Try to take a nap. Alright, I'm going to shut this bad girl down. She's been doing real good. Actually, she pulled a grade out of La Crosse. It's not like a steep one by any means, but we did 57 miles an hour up that with the full load of cheese on, so that's pretty dang good. This truck actually does pretty good. This truck pulls really good for... I set this to 500 and 1850 torque, but I think the 279s compared to Tiny's 264s make that difference because it just boogies. Both were set at the same horsepower level, so yeah. But enough rambling. I guess we'll just sit here and wait now. Not much else we can do. My wife asked me if it's windy here. I don't know if you guys see that tree over there roaring, but yeah, I'd say it's windy here. It's 2:25. We just got the green light. I think that means we are loaded. I am going to air the truck up, pull it forward slightly, check our weights, make sure our seal's on right and the doors are closed properly, and then I guess I'll go get our bill of ladings. And then we're going to get fuel here at Council Bluffs at SAP just down the street, because it's about the same price as York, and we are just a little over a quarter tank and bucking this wind, which, judging by the tires, I think we probably have a little bit of weight on. Yeah, I don't want to push it. Not that we'd run out, but I don't know. I don't like sucking it down that low. All that junk and debris. I know it's debris, but I'm gonna say debris that's in the freaking tanks. So, all right, I'm gonna go get all this situated and let's get on the road. This here Peterbilt 589 that's backing up's got the new headlights. I didn't know that those were available yet. Can you guys see them? Kooky.
9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold.
There's that big fiery ball in the sky rising finally. Right in my eyes. We just got everything situated. It's cold. It's like 26 and windy here. And it's going to be windy all the way across Wyoming. And they have warnings out all the way from Cheyenne all the way to Rawlins right now for high wind advisories. For light vehicles, not allowed anything under 40,000 pounds. So that's not too bad yet. I mean, it's probably bad, but you know what I mean. We're heavy, so we're going to be fighting it. We're going to be fighting it all the way, probably from here all the way up until basically on top of Sherman. That's how it's probably going to work. So it's going to be a fun one. We're going to stop for fuel just to top this off on a cheaper end here in Wyoming, and then we're going to continue on. So hopefully it's a good day of trucking. Yeah, beautiful sunrise over them mountains. How much you want to make a bet I could throw a football over them mountains? Coach would have put me in fourth quarter, we would have taken the state. No doubt about it. Uncle Rico for the win. Alright. yeah, our average fuel mileage for the last 3 days coming out of here. So leaving the house, that wasn't too bad. Started getting into Minnesota when it started getting really windy. Well, western Wisconsin and Minnesota and all that rain. And then yesterday, day before yesterday, coming up into Council Bluffs to get loaded. And then across Nebraska, that day wasn't as bad, but it still brought the average way down. And then yesterday with the Wyoming winds, I think our overall average, our last fill up was 4.9. Pretty pitiful for an aero truck, but it doesn't matter how aerodynamic you are when you're getting slammed with 50-mile-an-hour winds most of the day. So it's definitely sucking the money right out of the pocket. It'll probably cost us another couple, $200 to $250 or so. Gotta pay to play though, right? Just, there's nothing you can do about it. You could just sit there or sit there and not drive in it, or you can go. And unfortunately for us, we had to go because our appointment is today. And if we sat there yesterday, then we wouldn't have made it here today. So just sometimes in trucking, it's, especially this time of the year and then springtime is when you get your big winds. It's a fun game to play. But the fuel surcharge, that helps. Yes, it does. But most of the fuel surcharge is based off fuel mileage of 6 miles per gallon or better on average. And it's about 6 to 7 miles per gallon. So, yeah, I mean, it helps. But not everybody pays the fuel surcharge either. Those that do, they're awesome. But those that don't, a.k.a. brokers, all-in rate, you know, doesn't really help. So I guess you're getting your rate, you're figuring your fuel surcharge into that from your line haul, which sometimes isn't much because, you know, you're already hauling for peanuts. Well, it's kind of changing. Things are picking up a little bit right now, so hopefully, hope for the best. But yeah, so 4.9. I think fuel surcharge should be based off of Wyoming winter wind. That's what it should be based off, because no truck is going to get 7+ miles per gallon through there on a day like that, unless you're going east and you get pushed by it. Which, with our luck, the weather's supposed to change. So when we're going to be coming through, it's supposed to be warm there. I wonder if we're going to have a freaking headwind coming home. That's just going to be the icing, the cherry on top of the icing of the cake. But I could only hope for the best. So anyway, we're here in Tremonton. We got here last night. I was tired, so I didn't really film anything. It's 8 o'clock here. We got a 10 o'clock appointment, and we're just a mile down that way from the truck stop. So we're going to fire up the old girl here, let her warm up a little bit, and then we're going to mosey on over there and see if they'll take us a little bit early. And then we're going to go pick up our load in Idaho. Have a 4 o'clock appointment for that. So we're going to have to dry out the trailer because we have a frozen load on, which we'll have plenty of time to do. And then we're probably just going to come back over here and spend the night, because we don't have to be in Kansas till Sunday, and today is Thursday. So Sunday morning. And then I booked a load home out of Kansas, out of Topeka. That shipper that I was at that one time that I was there all night. I don't care. Detention's detention. And I took a 4-stopper load back to Wisconsin. That should pays pretty dang good. So we're going to go do that. And get home for Thanksgiving. If all goes according to plan, we should be home on Tuesday, which is 2 days before. Which was my plan all along. Look at those gorgeous snow-capped mountains. We're having a bunch of those snow-capped mountains in Wisconsin today too, except we don't have the mountains. Got about 3 inches, but then it turned to rain. We are in a dock. They are going to start unloading process now, so that's awesome. Now we're gonna boogie on up to Idaho and get loaded.
Well, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life.